In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a vegan teriyaki sheet pan dinner. All it takes is one sheet pan, only 10 minutes of prep. There's the ingredients. You can pause the screen if you want to have a longer look at those. And here is how it turned out. It is so delicious and it comes together so fast. So first, you want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees because we want that to be ready as soon as we're done chopping our veggies. So I'm going to start with one zucchini and I'm going to cut that into half moons. Now you can use any vegetables really that you want. In this, you just want to make sure they're cut in even size. I'm going to dump that right onto the sheet pan. I'm keeping this as easy as possible. Then I'm cutting up a pack of mushrooms in half, about 200 to 250 grams of white mushrooms. I'm going to cut up a red onion again into larger slices, similarly sized to my other veggies. It doesn't have to be a red onion. You can use any onion, or you don't have to use onion at all. Then I've got 2 bell peppers. So it's basically whatever veggies you like in here. This is kind of my favorite combination. Just make sure you're keeping those sizes consistent. Now for the protein, we've got 1 brick of extra firm tofu that's been drained and pressed. I'm going to cut that into equal sized little cubes, and with that I actually froze it and de-thawed it ahead of time, which I do with all my tofu. It just helps the texture. You can see those little air pockets in there. It just creates a really nice texture on the tofu, but if you didn't do that, don't worry, not a problem. So I'm throwing those in a bowl because I want to throw a little bit of cornstarch, 1 to 2 tablespoons on top of them. That just helps the tofu to crisp up, and I want to get that evenly all over the tofu. So I'm just going to throw the lid back on my bowl, give that a really good shake so that they're super evenly coated and they're going to crisp up nicely. Now, one thing I would say is that if you're going to want your tofu to be extra crispy, I'll tell you guys about that in a minute, but this is just the fastest way to do it. It does crisp up and it's still super delicious. Now you can see how fast this is coming together. If you want the tofu extra crispy, you can air fry it, you can fry it in a little olive oil, or you can put it on a separate baking sheet with a little oil and bake it. It won't be quite as crispy when it's in with everything like this, but it's still crisp enough, and I honestly think it's so delicious. But for those that like that little bit of crunch, you may want to cook it differently. Now I'm going to put my cup of teriyaki sauce. I made this homemade ahead of time when I was doing my meal prep, so this dinner can come together really fast and easy. You can use store-bought. You can even use barbecue sauce or a sweet chili sauce or whatever sauce you want. It doesn't even have to be teriyaki. This sheet pan dinner is so easy and it comes together so fast, and it's so healthy. It's always healthy when you make your own sauce too, so I will attach the link for that up above. And now I'm going to throw this healthy, delicious sheet pan dinner into the oven. And I'm going to throw that in there for about 30 minutes. Now at halfway, I'm going to flip all those veggies. That's all I have to do is just flip those. And once that's done baking, look how delicious that is. It's so healthy, filling, nutritious. It's great for meal prep. It keeps in the fridge for up to 5 days after you bake it. You can even do some of the prep ahead and then just throw that pan right into the oven so that you have this delicious, healthy, nutritious meal ready to go. Now you can serve it just like this, but I prefer to have it on top of some brown rice or some quinoa just to add a little bit of extra something to that. Again, you can make that ahead, or you can just have that cooking in your rice cooker while you're making this. So this just makes for a super simple and healthy meal. So while this is baking, I can get done whatever it is that I need to get done, because all I have to do is prep it, throw it in, and just flip it once. That's it. So it gives me so much time. It's such a great weeknight meal and so much healthier than eating out. So I'm just going to throw that on there, and you can put your favorite garnishes or toppings on top of here. So I ended up putting a little bit of cilantro on top of mine. You can put any other favorite fresh herbs. You can put a little bit of sliced up green onions, sprinkle some sesame seeds on top, and there you have it. That's that delicious vegan teriyaki sheet pan dinner. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about this, please hit me in the comment section below. And if you want to see more recipes like this one, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below.